Hi guys, my name's Katie, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my 5-star book predictions. Basically all these books that I'm going to be reading, there's 10 on my list. I think when I read them that I will be rating them 5 stars just because of how I feel about them and what I've heard about them and how interested I am in them. So, first one is Your Welcome Universe by Whitney Gardner. I've been waiting about a year to read this. It finally become available in the UK on the 6th of March, so I bought it and I'm probably going to be starting reading it today. But yeah, I've got a feeling I'm going to give this 5 stars just because of the subject matter. It's so different. It sounds completely different to any other book I've ever read. The main character is deaf. So that is what pulled me in to begin with. That is what grabbed me interest, the fact that she's deaf. But I've got a feeling I'm really, really going to love this book. I'm going to rate it 5 stars. The next one on my list is Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. I read Eliza and Her Monsters last year. It was the last book I read of last year and absolutely loved it. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did, so I think that helped. I went into it knowing what it was, kind of knowing what it was about, but not expecting to love it as much. But I've got a feeling because I love that one, I'm going to really, really like this one. Read the synopsis and stuff and it sounds really interesting, so I think I'm going to love this one just as much as I loved Eliza and Her Monsters. The next one on my list is Augie and Me by R.J. Palacio. I read Wonder not long ago and adored the story, absolutely loved it. Gave that 5 stars, and this is a collection of 3 short stories, all from the perspective of 3 kids who know Augie and how they deal with everything and deal with him coming to the school and that kind of thing. The story really moved me. Wonder really, really moved me. So I think this one, I'm really going to love this one too. And give it 5 stars, obviously. The next one, oh, sorry. Oh, bit of a try there. The next one on my list is Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl. Said before, Roald Dahl was one of my favourite childhood authors, rediscovering my love for his books and reading through them again. Recently finished Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and it was okay, it wasn't my favourite. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't that good, so I've got high hopes for this one. Plus, it's like really, really short. So if I've got a feeling I'm really going to like this one, but even if I don't, it's not too long to kind of push through if I don't like it that much, but I've got a feeling I'm really, really going to really love this one. And the next one on my list is Artemis by Andy Weir. Watched The Martian before I read the book, and I read about 3/4 of the book, and from what I read of the book of The Martian, I absolutely loved it, and the movie was bang on. Amazing, exactly the same as the book. Everything was exactly the same. I've heard mixed reviews on this because of the main character being a bit kind of juvenile and a bit childish and a bit immature and how they deal with things. But I've got a feeling I'm really, really going to like this one. I'm not always in the mood for sci-fi. I have said before, sci-fi isn't always my chosen genre, but I really love Andy Weir's writing style, and the humour in The Martian was absolutely brilliant. So got a feeling I'm really going to love this one. So I need to take the sticker off the cover. I've just realised this is the sticker. But yeah, got a feeling I'm really going to love that one. And the next one is another beloved childhood author of mine, and it's Clover Moon by Jacqueline Wilson. Love Jacqueline Wilson, used to read her books a lot when I was a kid. And seeing this one, every time I went in Tesco with Leah, seen it, and I was going to get it, and then I'd put it off and change my mind and not get it. And then finally, I ordered it off Amazon, and I've had it for a while, so it needs to be read soon. But I love Jacqueline Wilson. I've got the Story of Tracy Beaker at my house as well. As soon as I open it and start reading the text, I just feel like a kid again. So the story sounds interesting anyway, but purely for nostalgic reasons, I think I'm really going to love this book because it's just going to remind me of when I was a child. So definitely, I've got out of all of them, I feel most strongly about this one. This one is going to be a 5-star read. And the next one is Nosferatu by Joe Hill. I'm currently reading Strange Weather. I'm on the 2nd story and it's a bit slow, but I'm kind of getting through it. I loved Heart Shaped Box. I didn't like Horns, so I'm a bit on the fence about this one as to whether I'm going to like it or whether I'm not, because I love one of his books and really dislike one of his others. So, but I've got a feeling like this because the subject matter is what it's about as well. It sounds very, very interesting. I think it's going to grip me right from the start. So I've got a feeling this is going to have a high rating as well. This next one is Spellbook of the Lost and Found by Moira Fowley Doyle. Purely, well, I'm not gonna lie, I heard about this on BookTube, but the cover. This reminds me of books I used to read when I was younger. A lot. It reminds me a lot of books I used to read purely by what the cover looks like and what the story says on the back. And I'm really in the mood for this kind of book. I might wait until like autumn, fall time to read this because it's like kind of got that kind of vibe about it. But I just know by looking at this book, I know that sounds strange, just by looking at this book that I'm going to love this book. I just know I am. No, my luck, I'll probably read it, I won't like it and give it a low rating. But no, I've got a feeling I'm going to really love this book just from the cover alone. Next one is Lost in a Book, An Enchanting Story by Jennifer Donnelly. Kind of like a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It's about Belle living in the castle. She goes into the Beast's library and finds this book, and I think she's transported into the book. And love Beauty and the Beast. And I recently read the retelling by Liz Braswell. That's what it's called, Liz Braswell, that's the author's name. And the book is called As Old as Time. It's on my shelf, that's why I'm looking over there. And I read it and I really enjoyed it, like the retelling of it. So I'm gonna feel I'm really gonna love this one. Bit of a different take on Beauty and the Beast. And I absolutely love Belle, so it's going to be interesting reading about this, but I've got a feeling this is going to be a very high rated book as well. Look at the cover. Oh, the cover. Look at that library. Why do they only exist in these fictional worlds? It's so not fair. And then last one is, I've only read one book of his before, and I read it near like Halloween time, and I absolutely loved it. And it's The Dark by James Herbert. I loved The Secret of Crickly Hall that I read. Really love it, so I know I'm going to love this one. I really was a big fan of his writing style. He kind of became a favourite author just after me reading one of his books. So I know I'm going to love this one. And it sounds very creepy and very eerie, so again, might read this like autumn time, around Halloween kind of time, because it seemed to fall really well, work really well when I did that with his other one. So I just know I'm going to like this, and look, I love this. Floppy paperbacks. There is nothing nicer than floppy paperback books, because sometimes they really hurt your hands when you're holding them, especially if you have to keep pulling them open all the time. But yeah, I love Secret Crickly Hall, so I think I'm going to really like this one. So I will be reading all of these at some point, and like I said, I'm pretty confident. I'm about 95% confident that all of them are going to be a 5-star read. If they're not for whatever reason, obviously when I read them and review them, I will tell you my thoughts in the video. But I've got a feeling all these are going to be 5-star reads, and I'm probably building myself up now, and if they're not, I'll just be let down. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!